Hey there, I'm Tyler Lunsford, and you're watching a review of Sebastien Calbry's Majesty. What is up, you people? My name is Tyler Lunsford, and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Now, if you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look on the channel at my past reviews. Now, if you're already here, then welcome. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I really do appreciate it. I really do. So thanks for being here. You didn't have to click on my face, but I'm glad you did. So without further ado, what are you here for, right? You're here to learn about some magic, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about this trick, Majesty. A really cool effect that's very visual, actually. You get to see the queens jump, and I'm really excited to be talking about it. But if you aren't new here and you've been here for a while, or maybe you are new and you think that this is a pretty cool place to be, I think so. I love doing these magic reviews for you guys. I do all sorts of other videos, magician news, head-to-head reviews, interviews, all sorts of things. And if you'd like to help support the channel and help me keep the lights on, it's greatly appreciated. You can check out my website, tylerlunsford.com. There I post all sorts of things, like I sell cards, I sell original creations, but my favorite thing on there, besides my original creations, is my merchandise section. And all merchandise is sold with free worldwide shipping. So, if you want anything, definitely go check out that. And you can also check out my Patreon, get some cool benefits over there. But with all that said, I'm super excited to get into this review, and that's what we're going to do right now. First off, you need to know what actually is Majesty. Well, Majesty comes from the creative mind of Sebastien Calbry. This innovative gimmick can be carried in your pocket, allowing you to perform 3 amazing routines at any time. You can perform the choice, where a queen is chosen by the spectators and it visually appears face up among the rest of the face down cards. The revelation is where 4 face down cards visually transform into 4 queens, one by one moving down the line of cards. The passage, a queen magically appears and travels from one side to the other. Majesty is designed for all skill levels and comes ready to use out of the box. A variety of methods and techniques are provided to suit the needs of every magician, from beginners to seasoned professionals. This is extremely visual magic that is perfect for TikTok, Instagram, and virtual magic shows, but can also be performed in real life. Let's talk about what you'll be receiving if you decide to purchase it. We'll be getting red bicycle back design gimmicks that come with this package. You also get the link to a tutorial video that you can watch that's about 25 minutes long. Now that you know what Majesty is, and you know what you'll be receiving, let's talk about some more questions you may have, such as, how difficult is this to perform? This is not going to be super easy. Like, you probably cannot, just practice this a couple times and go out and perform it, which with a lot of tricks you can't do that. But this is not difficult. It's just going to take a little bit of practice. I'd say after playing with this for probably an hour, you'd be able to have it down to the point where you could go show one of your friends or family members, and I'm sure that they would love it because it is really visual magic and it does look that visual in person. It's just going to take a little bit of practice. How are the angles for Majesty? The angles are okay. You do have to keep your audience in front of you. No one can see behind you, so when you're holding these cards, make sure that your audience is in front of you, looking at it from this way. Is there any DIY or initial setup you have to do? There's not really any DIY. You get the gimmicks come ready to go out of the package. Everything's good to go. The only thing you have to do is supply 2 of your own cards. Those are just regular cards. You grab them from a red bicycle back deck. Once you get those, then you're ready to perform. Just watch that tutorial video and you have everything that you need to do once you've done that. Are there any negatives when it comes to performing Majesty? Well, there are just a couple things, and these are things you can decide on if you like them or not. It's not examinable. You cannot have these cards examined right away unless you do some type of move at the end. Another thing, it's a little knacky. Like, the spread is just a little knacky. It's not too difficult to get down. It's just easy to flash, so you want to make sure that you've practiced this a good bit before you actually go and try this out in the real world, making sure that you've actually tried spreading these cards out, making sure you've tried the change and whatnot, because like I said, it is just a little knacky and easy to flash. One more negative is that when you're holding the cards initially before you've spread them out, they look a little thick, so be careful about how and what angle you're showing people these cards, because if you pick up these cards, they see them from the side and they're like, wow, these cards look thick for those to be 4 cards. Yeah, just make sure that they are properly looking at this from the right way and make sure you don't flash how thick the cards are. What are the positives about Majesty? Well, I love the visual on this. It does look really good. It's something that's going to look good in person and on camera. Don't be scared to do this in person. It will look good in person once you've practiced it and gotten it down. Now, another thing that I like about it is they taught you 2 different ways, or I guess technically 3 different ways to do it on the tutorial video, so you don't have to perform it just one way every time, which I really appreciate. Another thing is that I love that the creator, Sebastien Calbry, on this tutorial video felt like he was, and I know all creators feel thankful, right? But he just felt like he was really thankful that you had bought his product or that you were learning his trick, which I really found that appealing, and I did like that, and it made me feel better about performing a trick that the creator really stands behind. Now this may not be a negative for you, but obviously I want you to be aware of everything about this before you decide to buy it. The gimmicks you receive are in red rider back design, so if you perform with something other than that, you can't really make your own without doing some custom gaffing and stuff like that. You don't want to get into that. It would be something that is not worth your time, I don't think, unless you're really going to be performing this all the time. So just make sure you're aware. What should this retail as? Well, this currently retails as $30 US, and is that a fair price? Kind of. I think that is a fair price to an extent. I wouldn't have it be any more than that. I think it should be anywhere from $25 to $30, just because you are getting custom gimmicks, right? Like you're getting these sent to you, and you don't have to do like any DIY or anything like that, which is great. I love that aspect of it. I mean, I love making gimmicks, but when you get something in the mail, you're just ready to perform it, right? You want to learn it, you want to get into performing it straight away. So I do appreciate that, and the tutorial video was well done, and I like a lot of things about it. It's very visual, but I think that for the price, it shouldn't be more than 30. What would I give this out of 10? I want to give this an 8.5 out of 10. The reason it's getting that score is because I do like it. It's very visual, and I think that this is something that's going to look great on social media, and it will look good in person. But I think that the move to kind of spread the cards, you got to practice a lot and get it down so you don't flash, because it is easy to flash. Another thing, the angles, make sure you have your people in front of you. Now, I'm not really docking it that much for this, but examinability, it's not really that examinable. And another thing, there's no variation of options, no even, like, you can't get it in blue rider back, which me personally, I always perform with the red rider back playing cards, so it doesn't matter to me, but I know for a lot of people out there, that's not necessarily what they want to perform in. But overall, it's a really cool trick, it's really visual, and that's what I think you should know. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. It really does mean a lot that you just sat down and watched something that I put out, so thank you so much. And I hope that you found this informative and you come away knowing if this trick is for you or not. And if you do decide that it's for you and you want a cool visual magic trick, then the link for it is in the description down below. Also in the description is a link to my Instagram. There you can follow me on Instagram at TylerLunsfordMagic. There I post all sorts of behind the scenes, Q&A, sneak peeks, definitely a lot of cool things over there. I also announce some things first over there before they happen over here on YouTube, so don't go check that out if you would like to. Also, if you have questions, don't hesitate to comment down below and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Another thing, I'd like to thank Abstract Effects for sending me this product so I could do this review for you people out there. And most importantly, thank you so much for sticking around, because I couldn't do these videos without you, and I'm so glad that you guys enjoy these, or at least I hope you do. You seem like you do. Comment down below, let me know what you'd like to see me do in the future. Tricks, maybe it's a different type of series, maybe it's another spin-off of the Magician News, or maybe you want vlogging. I don't know. I just want to hear from you guys, so definitely comment down below. Hopefully I'll see you in another video that I post sometime soon. See ya.